In 2020, we envision a Brown County community that prioritizes the common good by purposefully communicating.
We want to know our neighbors and take action to get to know them better.
The education systems, starting from pre-K through the higher ed systems, are more diverse and inclusive.
There's a very strong shared desire to continue with making this a stronger, connected community. Almost every dream dealt with connectedness, of respecting, appreciating each other, getting to know each other.
The common theme that we had is that we go through the same things, we have the same dreams and desires. Better education for our children, for our grandchildren, and for their children. And I just learned that we should be looking more at the commonalities of people more than their differences.
The need for inclusivity of all the differences, men, women, youth, elder, LGBT, disability, whatever the differences are, cultural, skin color, language, socioeconomic status, those all sounded like that it was important to everybody in the room. And that touched me deeply.
It was really nice to hear even these young kids say, education, education, education. So that was my positive feedback for this.
Everybody had that really the same theories, the same vision, the same ideas about how they saw Brown County in 2020 getting better. You had all these different backgrounds, but you still had the same common theme overall. It was great to see.
This is what our dream is: strategically utilize skills and talents of all community members to develop and communicate expectations and methods that foster interaction, fair representation in politics, employment, and education. In other words, in everything that we do, make a better community, it should include all the colors of the rainbow.
I think that once you publicly articulate issue and you find that there are people who support your issues that you have never known existed before or have not interacted before, really it helps to build some sort of support and enthusiasm.
We all, as individuals, need to be proactive. We need to overcome some of our fears and bias with that. When we are talking to a community and trying to get the community to work at things, I think we ourselves need to be part of that change, and we need to work with each other, and we need to develop that rapport and relationship.
I really loved the phrase that was in the documents that said inspired action, and that it jumped out at me, and I referred to it as we were talking about what's our vision for 2020. And I think many times we can take action, but many times is it actually inspired? And is it going to inspire us? Is it going to inspire others? And is it actually going to result in some quantifiable change?
We've talked about all these ideas, but the actions. So we would make statements. One is, we're going to be good neighbors. No. What are we going to do to be good neighbors? So providing people with somebody that lives in a neighborhood for 20 years probably knows everybody in that neighborhood, but do they go out and introduce themselves to the new people, there's action that's required by every one of us to make connecting community a reality.
You have to be active, you have to be involved, you have to be assertive and your own advocate.
I'm hoping that people do stay involved in this. In fact, what I was thinking earlier today, I have a statue of David in my dining room, and I was thinking, Michelangelo had a vision when he saw a block of marble, and it took him years for that to come to fruition for everybody to be able to enjoy and experience it. The people that were here today, they're sharing their visions of what potential is already here in Brown County. So I think if everybody stays involved and everybody picks up their chisel, we can bring these visions to fruition right here in Brown County.
It's tough, but we have people who are realizing their dreams. That is so impressive. And that really, what I really like about this project of doing that it really pushes back in a very positive way what we can do at the community level and the kind of residents and citizens that we have in the society.
I think that we're onto something great right now. I think that I seen all these people at different places like school or somewhere else, and I think we're bringing like a lot of good people together for a good cause.
No matter who was here, we all see like the good that's out of society, but we also were pinpointing the problems that they're there, and all together we can make a change. Is it gonna happen overnight? But we take little baby steps. We crawl, we walk, and then we run. I think that right now we're finally in the walking stage, and I expect in 5 years, we won't be super running, but we'll be doing a 5K, and hopefully in another 10 years, it'll be 10K.